Welcome to Kick Up the Sass. No fluff, no faffing, just some real talk coaching. I'm Alice, your coach, and each week I unpack what's happening in my client check-in forms, including mindset struggles, nutrition and workout tweaks, blockers, wins, so you walk away stronger, sexier, and more badass than you were when you started. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Kick Up the Sass. This is the first episode of January. I am not gonna lie, I just didn't fully know what to talk to you guys about. January's been quite hectic. It's gone really fast. And I didn't want to just overwhelm people with all the new year, new me stuff. I didn't want to just throw out an episode for the sake of it. So I've kind of saved myself and done a little bit of pondering and decided that this episode is going to be for people who set off too fast with too high expectations at the beginning of the year and have come crashing down and are now maybe feeling a bit deflated. We're nearly 3 weeks, well, actually, when this episode goes live tomorrow, we'll be 3 weeks into January. And I know that can be a time where people might start feeling a bit deflated, a bit demotivated, and maybe feel like they've failed. And what I really want to talk about is that if you do feel like that, A, it's perfectly valid, and B, you haven't failed. The method that you're using has failed you. So let's just strip it back and give a few examples. So maybe you decided around Christmas, okay, clean slate, 1st of Jan 2026, I am gonna make sure I hit 10,000 steps a day. I'm going to go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week, maybe even more. Maybe you've been booking all your favourite gym classes, doing park run, eating 6-7 portions of fruit and veg a day, or aiming to 3 litres of water a day. I mean, even me just listing all those things, it's making me feel overwhelmed. And I'm a pretty healthy person who enjoys exercise and is in a really good routine. So if it's making me feel overwhelmed, I can only imagine what it would make someone feel like who's not been that consistent for the whole of 2025 and maybe even longer back than that. So if this sounds like you and you're thinking, oh my God, I did do all those things, I did commit to all of these perfect activities, and you've been journaling or trying to journal and meditate, but actually you've got children, pets, a job, a house, like actual responsibilities. It's a little bit much to be doing all of that at the same time. So what we're going to do, we're not going to throw it all away. We're not going to throw in the towel completely. We're just going to do a little bit of a reset and draw a line under what may or may have gone wrong, any mishaps that we may have had on this January journey. Oh, that was cringe. Do you know what I was just going to say? I'm sitting where I don't normally record Kick Up the Sass here. Me and my friend Francesca record our other podcast, Grab a Coffee, on my sofa in my office. And it feels really strange and a little bit lonely to be without her. And I'm just keep kind of being like, oh, I'm just sitting here on my own. And I think especially because I've not recorded an episode for quite a while, it does feel a little bit strange. Anyway, sorry, a bit of a tangent there. After this episode, go and listen to Grab a Coffee. So, back to the matter in hand. We're going to strip it back. We're going to go back to a clean slate, draw a line, and treat tomorrow, or today, your next meal, whenever you're listening to this, treat the next hour as the first, what's the word? Stepping stone. No, that's not the right word. The first, I might just scrap this sentence. And if I was a better podcast, I'd probably edit it out, but we all know I'm not going to edit it out. I'm just going to roll with it. It's the new year, okay? We're drawing a line and moving on. So, instead of doing everything that I've just listed, instead of booking every single gym class under the sun, instead of killing yourself trying to do 15,000 steps and try to eat 30 different bloody what they call grains or whatever, for your gut health and taking Simprove every day and blah, 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 blah. We're just going to go back to basics, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to eat protein in 3 meals a day. And when I say protein, I want a portion fist size. Here's my fist. At least a fistful of protein. So that could be yogurt, Greek yogurt. Don't get conned by Greek style. I'm going to stop doing this with my hand now. It could be chicken, fish, tofu, beans. I just want you to have one big chunky protein source 3 meals a day. Okay, that's your first thing on your list. The second thing I want you to do is go for a walk outside every day. Okay, and it doesn't matter how long for. I don't care if you go out for 10 minutes. I don't care if you go out for 100 minutes. We just got to get in a routine of going outside for a walk and build up the habit and it not feel like a massive chore. And it might be that you've got the school run, so you could park a bit further away from the school if you have to drive to the school run, or equally if you get the bus or train or drive to work, park a little bit further away, get off the bus a bit like before your bus stop, and do a little bit of extra walking in your day. Okay, so 1 walk a day. Oh, sorry, just dunged the mic. 1 walk a day. We're not really that fussed about step count, we just want to move. The third thing that I want you to do is I want you to start lifting weights. I'm laughing, but I'm not actually joking. Start lifting weights. Stop focusing on like calorie count in cardio classes or how sweaty you are after a gym class. I want you to start lifting with intention and pushing your weights up and pushing your strength up so that each rep is really meaningful and you're actually getting out what you put in. And what I mean by that is, if you're just going to the gym and you're like 1, 2, 3, my arms are going up really fast, pretending to a shoulder press, by the way, if you're not watching me on video, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, someone on TikTok or Instagram said you do 10 to 12. I've done 12, so I'm going to stop. No, that's not going to do anything. You might get like RSS or something, but you're not going to actually gain any muscle. What you want to be doing is your last rep should feel like your actual last rep. Okay, it should feel like you can't do any more with good form. That last bit's important. Failure with good form, not failure, because then you're at risk of injuring yourself or something like that. So, last rep with good form. And what this will do is it will build muscle. And then because you're eating loads of protein, you're going to start snacking less because you're going to be really full up, and the protein's going to help your muscles build and recover. And because you're going to start walking more in a more consistent manner, instead of doing 15,000 steps one day and not leaving the house the next day, you are gradually going to start building in these lovely healthy habits. You'll lose some body fat, you'll build some strength, you'll build some muscle tone, and by spring you're going to feel like a sexy beast. That's the goal. Oh god, sorry guys, I can really tell that I've not recorded a podcast for a while. But yeah, that's, we don't want to overthink it. We're just taking it all the way back to basics. The basics work, and the basics work for a reason. So when you're going to the gym, just focus on like 5 or 6 exercises and lift intentionally and try and do more reps and more weight in each session. And you're going to get shredded. And you're going to get nice toned arms and a peachy bum, and you're going to feel fantastic. And instead of running around like headless chicken trying to tick off all these blue things on your list that someone told you to do in December and someone wrote down in a journaling thing, you're not going to do any of that. You're just going to take it back to basics and then build it back up again and feel really chilled and calm about the situation. Because if you're doing everything, well, if you're not doing everything, i.e. if you're doing nothing, then it's pointless. If you're trying to do everything and actually doing nothing, then it's pointless. It's a waste of time. It's very stressful. It's very anxiety inducing because you start feeling overwhelmed. You start feeling like you failed. Well, you're not failed. You just set off a little bit too quickly. So let's not run before we can walk, guys. And yeah, they're your 3 goals. I'm going to stop recording very shortly, but we're doing, what was number 1? Tina, for God's sake, Alice. Palm full of protein for every meal, 3 meals a day. We're not skipping meals. You're going to start walking outside for as long as you want. 1 walk a day outside for your mental well-being. And you're going to lift with intention in the gym and really try and push your strength and challenge yourself. And that's it. That is how simple it is. Okay. If you want any more coaching, advice, or tips, follow me on Instagram, Alice Butler Coaching. Slide into my DMs, and I would love to chat to you. Okay, bye. And that's your weekly Kick Up the Sass. Now go and take action. Stay strong, stay sexy. And if you've not already, scan your QR code and come and say hi to me on Instagram. I love hearing from you. See you next time.